In just 1 week, a family revealing to Fox 9 that HCMC allowed the wrong person to make end-of-life decisions for their loved one.
19-year-old Jagger David died last year, and his family tells our Corin Hoggard the hospital made a tough situation even harder for them.
I don't even know if he had anybody there when he passed.
Jagger David's family wasn't there when he died 3 weeks after arriving at HCMC. They wanted to be, but they say the hospital gave control of his health decisions to an ex-girlfriend. She was the first person to visit him after a beating in March 2022. The family didn't know he was in the hospital for a week and initially didn't fight the decision until their first disagreement with the girl.
My sister wanted him to be a donor. He expressed that he wanted to be a donor. The ex-girlfriend, who was 17, did not want that. And that's when things kind of went awry.
By then, Jagger's mother and her family had visited him a few times, but they say the hospital abided by the girl's decision to cut them out. So they fought to step in as his surrogate decision maker.
So they brought in a ridiculous amount of things, colorings he had done, cards, birthday cards, Mother's Day cards, pictures, belongings, sweatshirts, all those different things to prove it.
Even a birth certificate wasn't enough to change the status quo. Minnesota state law does not establish a hierarchy of who should make healthcare decisions for a patient who can't make their own. HCMC management tells us their legal and ethics teams try to find someone closest to the patient, but it doesn't have to be a family member.
We focus on something called substituted judgment, which is when you're going to be a surrogate or decision maker for someone, you have to take that person's perspective.
Jagger's family came to us after they saw our story last week about Mark Hatcher's family having similar frustration over who HCMC allowed to make end-of-life decisions. Like Hatcher's family, they say the hospital amplified their emotional turmoil.
So the murderers did the first attack, but HCMC really just assaulted us almost more.
The Minnesota Department of Health investigates complaints against hospitals, but in the last 11 years, it has no record of completed investigations into complaints like these at HCMC. Both families tell us they intend to document theirs. Corin Hoggard, Fox 9.